Ah, my dear students, you wish to learn the sacred art of talking to women? Fear not, for I, the great Jiraiya, toad sage and legendary lover, have walked the path of romance many times. Today I shall share my wisdom through tales of my own humble experiences. Heed these lessons well, and perhaps, just perhaps, you will avoid the crushing weight of rejection. 1. The art of playful confidence, flirty and fun approach. Years ago, I found myself in a beautiful seaside village, where I spotted a lovely young woman selling flowers. She was stunning. Her beauty rivaled even the goddesses. I strolled up, smirked, and said, "Are these flowers for sale, or did you grow them just to match your beauty?" She laughed, her cheeks turning pink. "Oh, you're quite the charmer, aren't you?" she said. And just like that, a conversation began. Remember, my students, confidence and humor are your greatest allies. Make her laugh, and you have already won half the battle. 2. The power of mystery, intriguing and elusive, like Sasuke Uchiha. One time I was sitting alone in a dimly lit tavern, quietly sipping my sake, when a young lady approached me. "Why do you always sit here alone looking so deep in thought?" she asked. I swirled my cup, gazing into the distance, and simply replied, "Some stories are too dangerous to be told." Her eyes widened. "What kind of story?" she whispered. But I simply smiled, stood up, and walked away. The next day, she was desperate to know more. She followed me around, trying to pry my secrets from me. You see, my dear students, curiosity is a powerful force. Give just enough to intrigue, but never too much. 3. The silent but strong approach, minimal words, maximum impact. Ah, I remember this one clearly. I was in a small mountain village, and a fierce woman warrior, beautiful but terrifying, challenged me to a duel. "I don't go easy on men," she warned. I simply smirked, cracked my knuckles, and replied, "Good, neither do I." She blinked in surprise and then smiled. "Finally, a man worth my time," she said. And that, my dear students, is the lesson. A man of few words is a man of power. Speak with purpose, and women will take notice. 4. The I've seen it all vibe, laid back and effortlessly cool. Shikamaru Nara. Now this tale is one of my favorites. I was traveling through a desert town, resting at a bar, when a woman sat beside me inside. "Men are all the same," she muttered. I took a slow sip of my drink and replied, "Not all. Some just know when to listen." She turned to me, intrigued. "Oh, and what else do you know?" she asked. I smirked and leaned back. "Enough to know that chasing isn't my style. If something's meant for me, it'll come my way." She stared at me for a long moment, then scooted just a little closer. The lesson, my dear students? Women are drawn to a man who is calm, collected, and unshaken. Show her that you don't need to chase because you know your worth. Final words of wisdom. And there you have it, the great Jiraiya's ultimate wisdom for talking to women. Be playful, be mysterious, be powerful, and most of all, be unshaken. Women are like the tides. If you try too hard to control them, they slip through your fingers. But if you stand firm and let them come to you, well, my dear students, the results will be legendary. Now go forth, learn from the master, and remember, if all else fails, at least you'll have a good story to tell.